12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
And the Cards are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to Trey McKinney, the tight end.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, Little. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Little. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Lawrence. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now Murray off play action. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this
well upfield across the 45.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
Down to about the 22 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hart.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Hart. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily,
I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And the defense loses him. It's complete. 20. Touchdown, LA. A great effort there. 84 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That catch for his career is number 731, and that's the number that Calvin Johnson ended with when he stopped his career in 2016.
Yeah, what could have been for him. So maybe now what we'll see is someone else continue to elevate their game and put this number well in his rearview mirror. I think 800, not out of line here. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Montgomery with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw up the...
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run on first down. It's Little. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down now, it's Little, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Now Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Throw left side complete. That's Little. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a 2nd down. Now Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. He left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 24. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press in, try and get some points. While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the kickoff unit is out on the field and they will send this one away. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. On first down, little, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Play action. It's Lawrence. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run on first down. It's Hart. Oh, he shifts past him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs. Flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. On second and goal, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold him to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Flushed out right, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And that one quickly went from a big play for the offense, I thought it may go the distance, to a big play for the defense.
And how about the emotions for the defense on that play? It broke big. It was going to be an absolute disaster for them, and it turns out they end up with the football. I don't know that they're exactly celebrating.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now.
And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
It reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. DeAndre Hopkins with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Gano the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Lawrence will throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 67 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have another 1st down and more. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Little. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
From the 22, Lawrence. There, this is Parker, complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hart. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. He continues to be a major factor carrying the football here into the fourth quarter, Charles.
Another big gain on the ground. Big guys working strong up front. A lot of them not just taking care of business at the line of scrimmage, but getting into the linebacker spots and taking care of the second level as well.
And they're taking advantage of everything right now on the scoreboard with that lead. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On 2nd down, it's Hart. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hart, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll keep it on the ground. Little. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Little. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Hey, shoot. Hey. Hey, Delta.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Hey, Wahoo!
A final shot now for Lawrence.
Flush to his right, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line,
as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Los Angeles, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Los Angeles.